welcome back to another DIY adventure. In today's video, I'm sharing with you some easy Dollar Tree and thrift store decor crafts, makeovers, and just ways that you all can decorate your home in an elegant way on a budget. So if you're new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I love to create a beautiful space without breaking the bank. So if you love that, I would invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafty. For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I am so excited to share with you how you can transform a plastic Dollar Tree garden planter into a faux terracotta pot. So we're going to take some of the featherweight spackle and some paint, and you're going to mix equal parts. So a cup to a cup or half a cup to a half a cup. And for this one, I used about half a cup because I am going to be doing 3 projects with this. Then I'm just taking this paintbrush and I'm gently just painting it on. You guys, this is so easy and the results are so amazing, and it actually dries fairly quickly. I would say about 2 hours total dry time to where it's not tacky anymore. And I did lay down a white layer first and then added a little bit of the terracotta color in. I didn't want it to be like the bright dark orange. I wanted it to have more of an aged look. And this is just one of the larger plastic containers from the Dollar Tree. And again, this was so fun and so magical. The next thing I did was I took some of this brown paint and then just some orange paint, and I mixed it together with the white paint that I had originally created. And the consistency of this does feel like a milkshake, I guess you would call it. And so now I'm just taking and I'm brushing over the white with this terracotta color. Again, I did want to make kind of an aged appearance. And the other thing you guys can think about when you do this is you can make shapes in this. So you can use like a comb and kind of draw lines in it. I've seen people do that before. But for this, I just wanted it to really look like a terracotta pot. So anyway, have fun with it and transform something and make it look fabulous on a budget. And I did go ahead and go inside of the planter as well. And here is how they both turned out. I thought they looked really, really realistic in my opinion. The next thing I wanted to do was hot glue some foam to the bottom of my faux terracotta planter. I used 2 little scrap pieces of foam. I decided to make it kind of fabulous with these peonies. I picked up these peonies from Walmart, from Hobby Lobby. And they come in a bundle and you can just clip them off and then gently put them into your planter. Or you could use roses or any spring floral you love, lavender, lilacs, whatever suits your fancy and whatever matches your decor. And for this one, I just wanted to have a gentle, soft appearance. I'm going to add this on either side of my fireplace mantle in my living room. And so I wanted them to be very subtle. I had done really bright colors for Valentine's Day, Christmas, and then softer colors for Easter. And this, I just kind of want it to be a little bit muted. And now I'm going to take just this brown craft paper and I'm going to gently tuck the brown craft paper in and around the florals to fill up the excess space in my floral. And then I just grabbed some gravel from outside and I added in some gravel for weight. That way, if these pots get bumped, they're not going to tipsy-topsy over. And so once I had that done, I felt like I needed to add some floral moss. I have a love-hate relationship with this floral moss. It's amazing for the finished result, but it sure does make a mess. So I added 1 bag of floral moss to each planter, and it seemed to cover just perfectly for these larger Dollar Tree size planters. And you can just gently use your fingers and kind of tuck it in and around. So here is the final result, and there's Benji Bear. He's saying hello to you all, and he was such a good little helper today. I think these turned out really, really fabulous on a total budget, and in my opinion, they look really realistic. I may even go back in and dry brush a little bit more white paint and a little bit of green to kind of give them that even more aged appearance. for this next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a high-end designer look on a budget. We're going to take 2 Dollar Tree picture frames, and you can really use any frames that you have on hand. I'm going to remove the glass, and then taking the striped paper, I'm going to cut out a striped paper section to fit down back inside of my little picture frame. And then I'm going to paint those beautiful little metal flowers from Dollar Tree in their garden section. We're going to paint those gold. I've seen this similar picture like this on the Mackenzie Childs website for way more than a couple of dollars. Now that we have our paper cut, we're going to take some of these little Dollar Tree flowers and remove them from their stems. And they remove fairly easily. I just use these little wire cutters and gently pull them off. Be careful with this part, wear gloves if you need to. And then you can grab whatever spray paint you love. I decided to use gold spray paint to spray paint my frames and my little metal flowers. So this is going to be kind of the little accent piece on the little display that I'm going to share with you guys next to my mantle. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, give it a nice, good, healthy coat of gold spray paint, or again, whatever spray paint you love. And I'm just using this Rust-Oleum metallic spray paint. It's from Walmart. It's in the color gold. They also had some at Hobby Lobby that was called 24 karat gold, and I bought a can of it and I dropped it and the cap broke. So this was what was left in my craft stash and my backup. Anyway, so I'm going to pop these little picture frames back into their picture frame. And I'm making sure too that the stripes kind of line up. You guys can probably hear Benji Bear in the background. Anyway, pop those back in, and then using a dab of E6000 glue and also some hot glue, I'm going to hot glue them on top of the glass. I thought that would look a little bit more high end. You also want to kind of bend the little petals out to make sure that the center part has something to adhere to when you glue them back onto the frame. And use a generous amount of both glues. Or just hot glue probably would also hold it on there. The next thing I'm doing is taking these beautiful dazzling jewels from totallydazzled.com, and I'll leave the link in the description box for Natalie's website. She's a little small business and her jewels are amazing. I love them. They're so sparkly and so budget friendly. I'm telling you, they come out to about $1.50 each, and they're really beautiful and sparkly. I decided to go a little bit extra. You guys that know me get jazzy with things, and I'm adding some of this gold paint. Yes, I did spray paint these gold, but there is a difference in hues of gold, and I wanted these to stand out just a little bit. I may even go back in and add one more coat of that gold paint. It really makes it just pop, in my opinion. And so here is how they look in my little setup here. I felt like they were so fun and fabulous. Now, if I were to do these again, I may choose an even larger frame, but I am trying to use what I already have in my stash, and I may create some more of these so fun, fabulous, high-end on a total budget.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me.
Now, I'm really excited to share this next DIY with you, and for this DIY, we are going to make a splatter screen swag. So I'm going to take one of the Dollar Tree splatter screens, and I'm just going to hot glue a little dab at the base of where the handle meets the splatter screen and begin to wrap it in some nautical rope.
You set my world on You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great.
And once I had my handle wrapped, I decided to get really creative and grab some Dollar Tree greenery. I love the new greenery that they have out at Dollar Tree. It's so beautiful. So I'm adding a big generous dollop of hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue this greenery to the middle part of the splatter screen, and I used a leaf to cover up the little stem, and then I added in some white lilacs or lavender. It's the white flower from Dollar Tree, and then a couple more bundles of this Dollar Tree greenery, and then using a zip tie, I'm going to zip tie the remaining florals to the splatter screen. And you kind of want to maybe add in a little bit of vine around the edge of the splatter screen to cover up the silver part of that handle, or you can also just kind of fan your greenery out just a bit, and that will work as well. The next step is to make a fabulous bow. Now, I've had this burlap netting in my stash for so long now, and I decided to make a quick little Olivia bow. So to make an Olivia bow, you just take the loops of your ribbon and wrap them over on themselves. And I do have a bow video in my description box for you guys if you need more instructions on bows. And then I'm just going to take this zip tie, and I'm going to zip tie the bow to the top part of the splatter screen handle. And that's really going to cover up that space where you saw the greenery and the handle meet, and you're really barely even going to see the handle once we're done. And then you're just going to pull the loops out on whatever ribbon you choose. Now, you all get creative. You can add florals. You can just choose whatever ribbons you love. I decided to go with this Mackenzie Childs ribbon for my pattern ribbon, and I'm using my Easy Bow Maker to make a simple little bow. It's a 6-inch bow across. That seemed to be the right size, and I do love using my Easy Bow Maker when my fingers get tired. I do have neuropathy in my hands, so it helps me out a lot. You guys can find these at craft stores or also on Deco Exchange. And then I'm just making a quick little bow. I used 3 loops and then left tails at the base of it. I'm going to use a zip tie to zip tie this on. I've really discovered the magic of zip ties, and I'm kind of addicted to them now. Don't forget to dovetail your ends by cutting an upward little triangle in either end of your bow. And then you can attach your bow with another zip tie, and if you fan your loops out, you won't see any of the zip ties. So the key to a successful bow is to use wired ribbon and give it a nice good fluffing. So I play with my bow quite a bit, and I wanted to show you guys another bow idea if you're doing for something for a wedding. Michael's has this beautiful white ribbon. It has these really nice little elegant polka dots on it, and they're like a gold polka dot, and that would be beautiful as well. It's actually originally kind of what I thought I was going to use here, but I only had enough for one bow, and I wanted to do 2 of these splatter screens for both of the arches. And these arches are from Hobby Lobby, and their spring shop is all 40% off. So everything in the spring shop section, these arches and everything that I mentioned from Hobby Lobby, I got 40% off. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, and I think they look beautiful. I'm finally decorating my walls. I know a lot of you guys have been commenting I need to decorate my walls, and so I'm finally going for it. I've also been doing some thrifting, and I'm going to share with you guys in my next video how I'm using my thrift store items as well.
Like the moon is the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire.
Now for this next DIY, I'm taking this thrift store picture frame, and I'm going to remove the picture that was in it, and then I'm going to take it and add a nice healthy dose of gold spray paint to it. I did put some paper liner in between where the back was, that way that didn't get spray painted and all sticky. Just the spray, or just the frame part, is getting sprayed, and I am using the Rust-Oleum 2X gold spray paint. I get it at Walmart, not sponsored, but it's about $3.97, and it does really nicely with coverage, and I only had to use 1 coat to make this frame have a little bit of fresh life. The next thing I'm using is some of this beautiful paper that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now, Hobby Lobby does run sales on their paper. It's between 69 cents and $1.99 for their more high-end papers, but I feel like it is well worth it because this paper to me looks like a beautiful vintage painting. And vintage paintings with florals art can be really expensive, although I have been finding some pretty neat ones out at my thrift stores, but I thought a nice little dupe on a beautiful vintage artwork piece would be to use this pretty paper. And look at how beautiful this looks.
Stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day.
I had another picture frame laying around. It was from Walmart. So Walmart has these scrolly frames as well. They're not quite as large, but you guys can always grab one of them and they're only $4. And I decided to use this other vintage paper and make a similar one but not totally matching to kind of go with this setting. And I did take some of this gold paint. Now the Arteza gold paint, I buy it off of Amazon. You can buy it off their website too, I'm sure. They have a really good gold paint that makes things look like really shiny bright gold. And so I'm just kind of running that along the frame to kind of make it look a little bit more rich or handsome or high-end bougie on a budget, I guess you would say. Now, I need you guys' help though. I was looking at this and check out this setting. And there's Benji Bear again. He's so stinky cute, you guys. I just had to keep him in this clip. He was so good. You guys can probably hear him in the background. But let me know, should I keep the papers different or should I change them and make them both the same? Comment down below and let me know.
I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you. I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you. Just wanna hold you. Just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. Set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
Now for this next DIY, we're going to mix up some faux terracotta mixture. Again, this is going to be similar to the faux terracotta pot. And so I'm just using some of the spackle featherweight spackle, and it's from the DAP brand, is the one that I love, and then some paint, and you use 1 part paint to 1 part of the spackle. And this time I'm going to make a terracotta bowl. So I'm using this clear plastic bowl from the Dollar Tree. It's in their party section and it's a large bowl, you guys. So I'm taking this paintbrush and I'm just gently brushing it on the outside of the bowl, and that's going to create that beautiful faux terracotta look. And so this is so easy, you guys. You guys can totally do this. Again, Dollar Tree also sells the DAP featherweight spackle. It's just in a lot smaller container, and I have grabbed that before and used it. It's just like the ones you can get at Home Depot. The larger one from Home Depot though gives you more projects, and because I do so many DIYs, I just use this larger one. So anyway, when you mix up the spackle and paint mixture, again, it's equal parts. So if it's 1 cup, you mix 1 cup. And then here is just a little bit of sped up time, but these dry rather quickly, and I feel like they look really nice and really high end, especially if you're trying to create that kind of pottery look. And you can do white, gray, terracotta, whatever floats your boat. And I think I'm going to go back in and even give these more of an aged appearance. I did want to let them dry overnight. So here is how my faux terracotta bowl turned out. And then I'm just going to take some tape and I'm going to do the tape trick. So here is another idea for how to create a floral arrangement. We just did those peonies with foam, but you can also use tape and run the tape across one way diagonal and then horizontal. So that way you kind of create this basket weave with your tape, and packing tape does work a little bit better than Scotch tape. This bowl was still a tiny bit tacky. I was trying to get this video done for you all, so I did use Scotch tape, but some of my little squares didn't hold up quite as nicely. So if you have time, use the packing tape. That does hold up a little bit better, but the trick still worked. So anyway, I'm taking these beautiful little fluffy roses. These came on a bundle bouquet from Hobby Lobby, and I did get them 50% off. It's really nice if you all look at their online at their coupons. They don't have the 40% off coupon anymore, but they do run a ton of sales, so it's really great. Just shop their sales. That does have me going in a bit more often, I feel, but again, you can get 40 and 50% off some of their nicer items. And here is how everything turned out. Oh my goodness, you guys, I was so excited for this DIY video. I've really been wanting to redecorate my living room for kind of a spring summer after Easter transition. I want things to feel very relaxed for summer. I don't want anything to feel like it's too much. I just want it to just be relaxed and elegant. Summertime is just a relaxed time for me. I am going to probably throw in some beach vibes here and there and all of that fun stuff. But here is how my living room setup turned out. The topiaries I did also get from Hobby Lobby. Just a little side note there for you. Again, shop their sales. There's such a better deal when you find their sales. So as always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video and which one will you be recreated. I'm so excited to see what you guys are posting on my group page. So I love y'all and happy crafting and decorating. And Benji says he loves you guys too. We'll talk to you soon. So thank you all so much for joining me in another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and an honor to have you all here. I feel like crafting and decorating is just so good for your heart and soul. And so I just want to encourage you all that no matter where you're at in your crafting and decorating journey, keep up the good work, listen to your heart, and just have fun creating a beautiful space on a budget. So also I would love to invite you all over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. I have a free little group page you all can join and socialize with other crafty decor friends, as well as a Facebook page that I post several DIY videos a day just to keep you all inspired in crafting and decorating. I've also recently joined a TikTok and I have some Instagram videos as well. So if you love to stay crafting and inspired and you love my content, I would love to have you all over my social media pages. I do also love to do a ton of giveaways. And remember, always when you enter one of my giveaways, all you have to do is comment and follow me. You don't ever have to register or enter any personal information. So just a little tip there. Anyway, I want to just wish you guys a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. I want to thank you all for being here. All of your true kind comments truly mean the world. I think this community is amazing. I'm blessed and honored to have you all here. And just remember that all of your kind comments are felt and read by myself and others, and so be a blessing and be a light and be a joy. So I love y'all to the moon and back. I can't wait for our next DIY video, and until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.